Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Legends of Sport podcast. I'm your host, Andy Bernstein. Folks, on this episode, we go back to the 2025 Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame Enshrinement Weekend for a couple of interviews with members of the newly enshrined 2008 USA basketball team, Michael Redd and Deron Williams. Nicknamed the Redeem Team, this group was able to recapture the gold medal in 2008 after a disappointing finish in the Athens Olympics 4 years earlier. Both guests speak about the culture change within USA basketball with the hiring of Coach K. I was there myself for the first closed-door meetings with the team, and I can attest that he brought a fire and vision to everyone involved. It also helped to have the Mamba himself, Kobe Bryant, show unrelenting leadership to his younger teammates, and both guests speak to Kobe's impact on them as players and to the team. Two terrific guests. I hope you enjoy this episode with Michael Redd and Deron Williams, and as always, folks, see you on the backside. Well, super thrilled to have a member of the 2008 Redeem Team going into the Hall of Fame as a team. It's unbelievable. Michael Redd, thanks so much for stopping by.
It's long overdue.
Yes.
And we've been friends for a long time. And
yeah.
Everyone loves Andrew and appreciate what you've done for our careers.
Well, thank you, man. It was a pleasure documenting you guys from the beginning. And I always loved it when the Bucks came. I didn't see you guys that often, right?
Right.
But when, I always got up for those. And another guy who got up to play against you was the Mamba, was Kobe himself. Yep. Tell me a couple of things about playing against Kobe all those years and then being a teammate of his.
Yeah, obviously this is a bittersweet ceremony. He's not here with us and miss him every day for a number of reasons because we laughed all the time.
Yeah.
For those who didn't know him well, very funny, curious about life.
Yeah.
A lot of questions, a lot of late night calls, and just enjoyed his conversation and his breadth of information and knowledge. But from a playing standpoint, the ultimate competitor.
Yeah.
My greatest game ever was against him in LA.
Right. How many points?
I had 45.
Yeah. How'd you do that against him?
Well, we had worked out together too.
Yeah.
And behind the scenes, me and him, our trainers worked together.
Right.
And there were things I learned from him. I think he gathered from me maybe, but I certainly learned a lot from him. And he was such a terrific competitor, and his work ethic is obviously documented well. But I think if you didn't come to play against him, you want to get destroyed that night. And so and every time we played, it was feast or famine and whatnot. Yeah. So I love competing against him. We were pretty much the same age.
Yeah.
He was a year ahead of me by a day, a year and a day. Right. So our birthdays are a day apart. So
no way.
Yeah.
Happy birthday. It was
Thank you,
like
sir.
a month ago. Less than a month ago. That's awesome.
Yep.
So Kobe's on the Redeem Team.
Yep.
I don't know if it was it called the Redeem Team at the moment before you guys won the medal?
No,
I'm not sure.
So. I don't think
so.
But,
it was kind of a disaster in 2004, as we all know, in Athens, taking home the bronze. Big changes were made upstairs at USA Basketball. Coach K comes in. Yeah. And I was at that very first meeting when you guys – do you remember that very first meeting when Coach K brought all you guys in, what he said about egos? Do you remember that?
100%.
Yeah, recant that story because I haven't told that one.
We all left our egos at the door, and Coach K was the master motivator.
Yeah.
And obviously we didn't have to need that much more motivation after losing in 2004.
Right.
But we all came in, and we all wanted to be a part of something bigger than ourselves. And we all have egos, but we were egoless when it came to being a part of this team. And literally from every individual, there was a level of sacrifice, and it was an incredible stretch. Now, remember this, as you know, it was a 3-year period. So from 05 to 08 was that time frame.
Yeah.
So we spent a lot of time together.
That's right.
Between getting that gold medal.
Yeah.
So that was unprecedented for USA basketball.
Yeah.
I don't think it's happened since. So
I don't think so. No, I can't remember that happening.
That's how serious we took, losing the gold medal.
Yeah.
I believe it was in Greece.
Yeah. There was pressure. There's no doubt there was pressure on you guys. Yeah. Coach K talks about that pressure, but you guys used that pressure to your advantage.
Yeah.
And, he said, we're one big ego in here. Right. What's on our chest, right? So, that stuck with me. And then he was bringing in like generals and and former veteran. It's like the motivation was like through the top.
Yeah, we left no stone unturned. Coach K was masterful again in bringing in individuals, armed forces, to really again cement the importance of the moment.
Yeah. So Michael, tell me, post-retirement. I'm post-retirement too. Even though I'm still working, this is still work.
Yes.
But at least I'm not on the floor. I'm not schlepping equipment across the country. I'm not, coming home at 3:00 in the morning from a road trip anymore.
True. True.
After hanging up the sneakers, right?
Yeah.
What have you been doing?
Well, I lowered my handicap for one.
Yeah.
And
that ain't bad.
That was an important thing for me to do. More importantly, just been able to be around my family.
That's
watch
great.
My kids grow up.
Beautiful.
That was important to me.
Yes.
I retired right before they went to school. And so I was able to see them grow up and be there for their first days of schools and things of that nature. And then travel around the world with my wife. And
that's wonderful.
I made that vow to her that once I retired from basketball, we would travel and explore and enjoy each other. And then obviously have a nonprofit as well. And we're helping people through that nonprofit.
Yeah, tell me about the nonprofit.
Nonprofit is we're agnostic. I mean, we're helping people, whether it be helping build homes in South America, whether it's spiritual advice, whether it's holistic advice with young people in general, helping communities, rebuild communities, feeding the less fortunate, on and on and on.
Wow.
We've done a lot over the years.
That's paying back big time.
And so we're paying back with that. Yeah. And then a number of businesses that I've been involved with for the last 12 years. I have my own not venture fund, but it's an investment firm called 22 Ventures. I've had for a number of years, and certain partnerships around the world.
Yeah.
So it's been quite the journey. I keep myself busy.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm on the National Advisory Board of the Salvation Army.
Wow.
So on and on and on.
That's so great. Well, listen, maybe we'll be neighbors soon because you said you're thinking about coming west for the weather.
We've raised the children in Columbus. We love Columbus, Ohio, but the next couple of years will be interesting as far as moving to California.
Yeah.
Next to you.
Yeah, my wife and I are the same. We have one more left in the house to get through high school and into college. Right. And we're going to see what happens.
Correct.
But anyway, man, so great to see you.
Good to see you
Congratulations
too,
to you and the fellas for this incredible induction. I mean, for a whole team to go in. I was there when the Dream Team went in.
Correct.
And this is right up there for me because knowing you guys as well as I do, it's just wonderful.
I'll say this: I think the Dream Team is probably the greatest team ever assembled. I think the Redeem Team is probably the most important team.
That might be true, yes.
To USA basketball for what we're able to do. So
that's very well said, yeah.
I'll leave it with that.
Well, thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, it's so great to have Deron Williams back on the Legends of Sport podcast. Last time we talked was last summer, 50th anniversary of USA basketball. We were in Vegas.
Yep.
That was a great celebration.
It was.
Now you're here celebrating being part of the 2008, what we like to call the Redeem Team.
Yep.
Did you guys call it the Redeem Team back then, by the way?
Did not.
I don't know who
that.
coined that.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who started that
right.
or when.
Yeah.
But yeah, it wasn't us.
Yeah.
It wasn't self-imposed.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, first of all, congratulations. I mean, just an amazing group of guys. Of course, we're missing one integral part, a good friend, Kobe, of course, not with us. But talk about that first meeting with Coach K, because I was in the room and it was a hush. You could hear a pin drop, right? Mm-hmm. And he was all business that first meeting, right?
Yeah. I think that was kind of set the tone.
Yeah.
For what we were trying to accomplish. Getting us to lock in, see his vision, and I mean, that's what makes Coach K such a great coach. It's not only on the court, it's not only his basketball mind, but it's the being able to have guys prepared, have guys buy in. And bring people together, because there's a lot of egos in that room.
Yeah,
that had to be, checked at the door. And so I think it started with Coach K and Mr. Colangelo, being able to do those things.
Yeah. Do you remember when you got the call to be on the team?
I don't, because we had tryouts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember what I did. I know I was a little mad that I didn't get the invite the year before.
Okay.
But they ended up losing, so I think that's why I ended up getting the call. So
they needed up the ante a little bit.
So I can't remember what I was doing, but I know I was excited and honored to be able to even go and try out. And, definitely wanted to make that team. Yeah,
and of course you played with your teammate Carlos Boozer. I love seeing teammates play on USA basketball, and then I remember Kobe playing against his teammate 2012 with Pau.
Yep.
And your role on that team was pretty integral. I mean, the point guard position, I don't want to say was a little light, but you guys, depended on each other. You and J.K., who else was?
Chris Paul.
And Chris Paul, of course. So it wasn't light.
It wasn't light, yeah.
It wasn't light
at all.
I'm saying in terms of numbers.
And D-Wade could,
That's right.
he could play point
I
as well.
take all that back. Sorry.
Yeah, there was nothing light about our team in any.
I just
in any.
think that the
I don't
big
think
guys,
in any.
But you had
capacity.
more big guys. You had more. Whatever.
I think we had a pretty well-balanced team.
Yeah,
if you ask me.
That's right. Let's talk about that gold medal winning game. What do you remember about that? The pressure of that game.
I don't know. I don't know if we felt the pressure of it. I feel like we thought we were going to win every game. And not trying to be cocky, but we felt like we were a better team than any team that could be out there. But we also know that those teams were good. They've been playing together for years.
Yeah.
We know how much the Olympics means to the rest of the world,
right?
And to their fans. And so, there was. I guess there was some pressure on it, but we were ready.
Yeah, you guys.
And
were ready.
It was a close game. It was a tough game against Argentina.
Yes, it was a big exhale at the end of that game.
Argentina?
Yeah,
Argentina, right?
Yeah, that was amazing. And they had a formidable team, Argentina.
They did.
Yeah,
they did.
So tell me what you're doing now, because I know you did some boxing.
Yeah.
Are you still doing it?
I train.
Yeah.
I own an MMA gym in Dallas, Fortis MMA, and so
Cool.
I do some training.
Yes.
But no, I'm not. No boxing matches coming up. No.
Because you fought Frank Gore. I didn't see the match, but I can't even imagine how that was just a whole different sphere for you.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I'd never been in a boxing ring until 2 weeks before the fight, so it's definitely a little different. I trained more MMA. I grew up wrestling, and so I'd always wanted to do a fight.
Yep.
And I got the call to do that. I was like, sure, I'll do it. Why not? Just something fun.
Yeah.
Check a box off.
There you go. Hey, why not? Last thing I want to ask you have two teammates who not only are going into the Hall of Fame as part of the enshrinees for the Redeem Team 2018, but on their own.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard and Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Can you give me something about the two of those guys that stands out to you?
They're two of the best players I've ever played with and against. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Dwight, I was hoping I was going to get a chance to play with in Brooklyn for a long time, and that didn't happen. But I've known Melo since high school. We were in the same class coming out of high school, and obviously growing up and watching him and seeing him, he was the top of our class, right? He was the head honcho, and just one of the best pure scorers I've ever seen play the game of basketball. Could score in just a variety of ways. Was a competitor, big body. Didn't really have any weaknesses in his game.
No.
And so it's I'm happy for him. And then on the flip side, Dwight, probably the most athletic big man I've ever come across. Just not only is he naturally gifted and has he had an NBA ready body coming out of high school.
Probably out of junior high school. I don't think anybody knew him back then, but what a physical specimen that guy was.
I think he was kind of the most dominant player since Shaq, after Shaq retired, because he was the most dominant of all time. I think it was Dwight, the way he just commanded presence in the lane. You had to double him to get the ball out of his hands or foul him. And hopefully he misses free throws. And then defensively, he was just everywhere. He's one of those guys that when you went in the paint playing against the Orlando Magic or whatever team he was on, you knew you had to be aware.
Oh, yeah. No, he was a presence, to be sure.
Yeah.
And then he goes and wins the slam dunk contest. In the Superman suit.
Yeah.
But listen, man, thanks so much for stopping by.
Sure.
I really appreciate it. Congratulations to you and all the fellas. So well deserved. I was glad to be a part of that, at least on the backside, like in the background, but it was a thrill. So thanks so much.
Appreciate it.
Okay, man.
All right.
Yeah. Ah, that's a good picture, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's dope.
So I have this picture here. You and Jason Kidd and the Mamba doing a little warm-up.
Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, legendary stories about Kobe, his work ethic, all that stuff. But I want to know, were you part of that golf outing that Jason talked about recently, about how the team bonded over a golf outing and Kobe went along? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Was that accurate, what Jason said.
What was it? I forget what it was.
Well, he said that, Kobe had probably never touched a golf club,
yeah.
but he wanted to be part of the fellas, part of the group, and he went and gave it a try.
Because I played golf. I was a big golfer, so
the reaction to seeing him out there was like, okay.
Yeah, we didn't expect it, but definitely glad he went along. I'm honestly surprised that from that moment on he didn't pick it up, because that's kind of how I am. Like, if I'm not good at something, naturally, it's going to drive me to want to be good, and golf was that for me. It was the first sport where I sucked. Like, I could any stick and ball sport, I could pick it up and be okay, right, or pretty good. Mm-hmm. And that was the one sport where it was like, you suck.
So that was the motivation.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yeah.
You're right. It is curious that he didn't go. And maybe he did. We don't know. But
no, I think he was too locked in on basketball.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. But it was a great bonding event for the guys, right?
For sure.
Anyway, thanks for sharing that. It was awesome. Well, it was so great to sit down with Michael Redd and Deron Williams on this episode. Congrats to both of them and everyone associated with the 2008 USA Basketball Redeem Team on their enshrinement into the Naismith Basketball Hall of Fame this year. Thanks, everyone, for joining us for this episode of the podcast. You know how thankful we are to all our loyal followers. Please tell all your friends to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Legends of Sport, and our Instagram at Legends of Sport. And as always, my photography can be found on Instagram at ADB Photo Inc. Thanks as always to our producer, Carlin Barker, and our editors, Sean Gosser and Addison Shao. Folks, please check out the discount link in our social media to our good friends at Muggsy. You guys know how much we love their clothes. Thanks again, folks. We'll be back next week for another great episode of the Legends of Sport podcast.